There is a quiet weakness that destroys more men than failure ever could. It is not laziness, it is not fear. It is the need to be seen, the need to be praised, the need for recognition. The samurai understood this weakness deeply, and they paid a heavy price to remove it. Chapter 1. The Invisible Chain. In ancient Japan, Miyamoto Musashi wrote that the moment you seek approval, you surrender your freedom. Recognition feels harmless, even noble, but it is a chain. Once attached, your actions no longer belong fully to you. They belong to the audience watching. Bushido did not teach men to seek applause. It taught them to act correctly even when no one was present, especially then. The warrior's discipline was internal. External validation was considered a distraction from the path. In the modern world, this lesson has been forgotten. Recognition has become currency, and with it, control. Chapter 2. A Modern Story. Consider a man named Daniel. Daniel works quietly. He is disciplined, capable, and reliable. But each day, a tension grows inside him. He notices who gets praised, who gets acknowledged, who is visible. Slowly, his focus shifts. He begins choosing actions not because they are right, but because they might be noticed. When recognition does not come, frustration builds. When it does, relief follows. His emotional state becomes dependent on forces outside himself. Without realizing it, Daniel has handed over his inner stability. This is the cost the samurai warned against. Chapter 3. Why recognition weakens the mind. Zen teaches that attachment is suffering. Wanting recognition is attachment to an outcome you cannot control. The moment praise becomes necessary, silence becomes unbearable. Musashi lived much of his life uncelebrated, wandering without status or title. He did not sharpen his sword to be admired. He sharpened it to be correct, to be effective, to be aligned with reality. When recognition becomes your fuel, discipline becomes conditional. Effort weakens when no one is watching. Calm disappears when approval is withheld. This is not strength, it is dependence. The samurai trained to remove this dependence entirely. Chapter 4. The Internal Struggle. Daniel begins to notice something unsettling. On days when he is praised, he feels lighter. On days when he is ignored, his patience thins. His calm is no longer his own. This is the internal battlefield, not between success and failure, but between autonomy and approval, between inner direction and external reward. The samurai faced this same struggle. Their solution was ruthless simplicity: act without expectation, train without witnesses, accept obscurity as a teacher. To endure invisibility without complaint was considered a form of strength. Chapter 5. The System of Silence. In Zen monasteries, monks cleaned floors no one would inspect. They repeated forms no one applauded. The purpose was not humility as performance, but humility as freedom. Remove the need to be seen, and your actions become precise. Remove the hunger for praise, and your mind becomes stable. Daniel begins experimenting with this discipline. He completes tasks without announcing them. He resists explaining himself. He stops checking for reaction. At first, it feels uncomfortable, almost painful. Then, something shifts. His work becomes quieter, his focus sharper, his emotional state steadier. He is no longer pulled by the absence or presence of attention. Chapter 6. Identity without applause. Bushido emphasized identity over image. The samurai asked a single question: who am I when no one is watching? Recognition creates a public self. Discipline creates a private one. The private self is the foundation of real strength. Daniel no longer measures his days by acknowledgement. He measures them by adherence to principle. This removes noise. It simplifies decisions. It restores calm. Those who cannot be controlled are not loud. They are consistent. They do not require permission to act correctly. Chapter 7. The Quiet Power of Letting Go. The cost of wanting recognition is subtle but severe. You trade independence for approval. You trade silence for noise. You trade calm for fluctuation. The samurai rejected this trade completely. They understood that the strongest position is to need nothing from others except reality itself. When praise arrives, it passes. When it does not, nothing is lost. This is not withdrawal, it is sovereignty. Conclusion. To walk the path without craving recognition is to walk alone, but unburdened. Calm men are difficult to control because their center is internal. Their discipline does not require witnesses. Their strength does not ask permission. This was the way of the samurai, and it remains available to those willing to pay the price of silence.